everyone, Zero JD here with the XBLA Fans channel, here to give a quick taste of Supermarket Shriek, where you play as a man and a goat stuck in a grocery basket, and you power it by your screams. There's a story mode where you're collecting stars, going through these various levels that are like, hey, just knock over these bean can displays, or beat this toy car in a circuit race, or this just a sort of time trial thing. When there's one where you're actually like going around a semi-open store and collecting items and then getting to the checkout. There is a party mode, but that's mostly like and it supports up to 8 people, where you're essentially racing to leave the other people behind and knock them off the screen. But we're gonna go ahead and do the story mode. Scream, scream. You can actually play this game with a microphone where you're shouting into it to turn and stuff, and there is co-op, and each person can actually have a microphone. So, as you saw before, the screaming is the main mode of propulsion. If you hold the right trigger, the goat screams. Hold the left trigger, the man screams. If you hold both of them. Like I was saying before, there's different types of levels. We're gonna actually backtrack a little bit, and we're gonna go to here we go. This is the one I wanted to show. Why So Siri? There's a number of different stores. This is a electronics store, with a pretty cool beat. This is an obstacle course. So I just need to actually get through it. So as you can see in this one, the little kind of gimmick here is there are microphones that when you get close to them, they activate stuff. I actually had issues with this level earlier. And of course there are pitfalls everywhere and all that kind of fun stuff. And if you get hit by something or fall into a pit, you actually have to restart. Ooh, made it, barely. And you can drift. So far, this game's been pretty neat. The screaming might get a little annoying, but it's not they made a good decision of not making it super loud, and it's not super like irritating. And once you get to the end of it, if you get 3 stars, you get to show up on a leaderboard, and you get a ghost you can race against. I haven't gotten many stars. This game does do the annoying thing that it locks sections off by star amount, so you have to go back and try to get better at stuff. So if you're just kind of not good at something, you might actually get stuck. So I need to cut a good chunk off of that to actually get that 3rd star. And you can complete these in co-op, and it will actually, if you'll see the bottom, there's a bottom right, there's 3 stars and then a heart. The heart counts for the co-op stuff. So which one is this? That's an obstacle course. Grand Pix is the one where you're racing against a little kind of car to, if you finish the checkpoint, you get a star before him. If you finish the race before him, you get the rest of the stars. It's kind of neat. Above you, you will see a bonus level, and this is probably my favorite thing so far about this, because it's a Sonic bonus level. Here we go. Which I think this is pretty great. And you're actually still kind of steering it with the same method you were doing before. I don't think there's a Chaos Emerald at the end of this, though. Can't be Super Goat. I've tried this a few times, and I always just get hit on the one of the what's it called? There's spikes that show up at some point. But I think this is a pretty nice touch. Here we go. And I think this, yep, spikes are right here. I need to get to 50 at least, so I should be okay. Or 70, I'm sorry. Actually, ooh, I'm dead, but whatever. This game is actually interesting enough because you can actually play co-op by yourself, because you're just literally like none of the buttons are used except for the actual triggers. And you'll just have the right trigger in your right hand, the left trigger in your left hand, and then you're done. Let's go to one of the places I'm at now. At the end so far, there also seems to be a large building that's always like that, the Valueplex. And of course, there's a fast travel system to kind of get around, but it's more fun to do this. So this is, I need 33 stars to get this one, so I need to at least, I'm gonna have to go back and backtrack at some point. What's over here? nothing. That's an obstacles course. Obstacle course. Let's go and do the first actual. I just said that driving around's fun. Let's go do the first bean one to show that off. Fish in a fish bucket. The drift shop. I think it should be right over here. There it is. So the point of this one is to get the knockover bean can displays, which is kind of funny. And if you watch the little portraits in the bottom right and left, they'll actually get covered in beans and stuff. And you get more time, and then you get more points for destroying more bean cans. Keep going. And I believe you get more points for finishing quickly. We're not going to try to get everything. That's a Final Fantasy cactar right there. So if I wanted to get more points, I just need to get a little bit more for the cans and stuff, which wouldn't be that hard because I had a whole bunch of time left over. I love my little hat. The arcade's kind of neat, but that's just a obstacle course. Yeah, I think this game's pretty neat. I just don't like any games like this that like lock off progression behind the, like, hey, you have to actually get this set amount of stars. So like, what if I don't do too well, or I get stuck on like, hey, there's like, the only way I can really progress this is get 3 stars, and I have to just keep grinding the same levels over and over again, and it's just not fun. All right, let's go. Race the tiny vehicle. I've done this one a few times, so I kind of... Let's go. This is actually the one of the ooh, knocked him off. One of the party modes. And to unlock party mode, all you got to do is beat a level in co-op, which is not hard because you can totally unlock that by yourself. So as you can see, as I get to checkpoints before he does, I get a star. There you go, I did it. I wonder if I beat my time. And there it is. No, not quite. I can always hit the ghost mode. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, this game's been pretty neat. Achievements are usually like get like of the normal for like get 3 stars in all the levels, or find this particular way to hurt yourself, or die in this particular manner. I'll actually go to this one. That's actually an Indiana Jones reference. I think no, it's not that one. Not the Bean Factory. Dr. and Jones, which I think is pretty neat. There's that boulder in this level. Once we get up here, we'll go across this flaming bridge, which doesn't seem good for business, if you ask me. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, crunch. Kill round. Yeah, I think this game's neat. I think it's quirky. The shouting might get annoying to some, but it's not. It hasn't worn on me yet. There we go. There's the 3 stars. How did I do? 3,050th. Awesome. But yeah, that's Supermarket Shriek. I think it's interesting. I'm sure you could probably turn down the screaming at some if you wanted to. Oh. I'm gonna put on these glasses. Yeah, look at me. Yeah. You kind of customize your parrier how you want. You can't customize the goat, which is upsetting. But anyways, that is Supermarket Shriek. I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA fans channel. Thank you very much for joining me. This would be probably a pretty fun co-op game. Play by yourself, with 2 controllers, or with some friends. Anyways, thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye.